only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. Your next stop, the Twilight Zone.
Hello, we are Liberty Tax Service. We are here to ask for an investment to increase the financial stability of single-parent families in Dallas County. We're going to specifically address one area that tends to be a large obstacle, the Twilight Zone that is created by taxes. The filing of tax returns can be confusing and frustrating. If you try to do it yourself, it's easy to miss out on certain credits and get a smaller refund than you deserve. If you pay someone to do it, it can easily cost up to $400. And that can be groceries for a month for a single parent family. Taxes can creep up on you and be a nightmare. And let's go ahead and move on. I am Christopher Dean, President of Liberty Tax Service. Nidu Gajurel is our Chief Executive Officer. Karina Gloria is our Chief Financial Officer. And Carlo Fernandez is our Chief Operations Officer. Tonight we'll be talking about our plan and proposal for Dallas County, success measures, our staffing and budget, and risks with the investment opportunity. Now I'll pass off to our CEO, Nidu, so he can talk about our proposal and his story.
Thank you, Chris. According to the Parent Foundations, 40% of the Dallas County household depends on single incomes. Single incomes, depending on single income, is not easy. Especially who are making less than 35,000, it's a nightmare to run the family. These are mostly single parents. They lack higher educations, and also they are the victims of fair pay rates. Based on the statistics of Dallas Women Foundations, Dallas jobs pays way lower rates than rates to the women's compared to men. As a result of lower incomes, their necessary expense easily exceed their earnings. And with that, they keep accumulating their credit card debts, which is expensive to pay off later on. I was raised by a single parent, and I remember how hard it was for her to raise 5 in a family. She used to work all 7 days without a break, tirelessly, to provide a better and secure futures of the children. Now, our team's focus is to improve the single parent's economic stability. Our plan is to provide the free tax service for those single parents who are making less than 35,000. Also, we are committed to educate a different tax credit to them to make aware of their different credits. In order to provide service, we are hosting 6 events, 2 in February, 2 in March, and 2 in April. We also provide trained professionals to help filing their taxes, to guarantee they are not audited by the IRS. We are also offering entertainment activities for children to engage while we are providing a tax service to their parents. And the good thing is we are also providing free drinks and snacks to our attendees. Now I'm going to pass it to our CFO Karina to explain the success measure and the budget of our proposals.
Thank you, Nidu. Our success will be measured by the amount of families that we help and the amount of refund that they receive. We plan to help 600 families or 100 families each day. We will have 10 tax professionals help a family each day. In addition to that, we will have a supervisor that will oversee and guarantee that these families receive high quality service. The families will receive an average refund of $5,000. And we hope that with this refund, they can support their families and provide for the essentials of the household. Many of these families depend on these refunds to provide for the family and cover several expenses. If these families are given the assistance to process their tax refund for free, then their cash flow will increase. Our team wants to not only help these families with their tax refund, but to educate them on how to cover several forms. So we want to offer information seminars during the event as well, and we will ask them to complete a survey to let us know how much they learned and to give us all their feedback from the event. This survey that we will provide to these families is in front of you, and we hope that after completion we get an 80% passing rate. And now, our volunteers. We plan to obtain most of our volunteers from Liberty Tax, but also from our nonprofit partner organization, VITA. VITA stands for Volunteer Income Tax Assistance. They will mainly provide us with bilingual volunteers. We also plan to reach out to the University of Texas at Dallas to provide us with student volunteers, especially students that are involved already in a relatable field or related taxes field, such as the professional program of finance or the professional program of accounting. These volunteers, these student volunteers, would greatly benefit from this event, and it can be something that can be added to their resume and will look extremely valuable. And now, our budget. We plan for this event, for the 6-day event, to cost $15,000. And the budget breaks down this way. For supplies, take up most of our budget, and supplies include desktops, computers, printers, paper, pencils, and similar supplies. Then it breaks down to food and beverages. We plan to provide simple snacks such as chips, popcorn, and water. And the rental space is already adjusted with a discount that the Omni Hotel gave to us. That will be where all the events will take place. And marketing. Our marketing will mainly be from Facebook and direct marketing, such as letters or flyers to the people's houses. And also volunteer training. It's highly important for us that the volunteers are trained before the event. So we adjusted the budget to that. Also the seminar instructor. And lastly, activities for children. Activities for children will most likely be a movie and other arts and crafts activities. And today, we asked the Dallas Chamber to provide $7,500, which is half of our budget, for this event to happen. And now, I will pass it on to Carlo, our COO, who will talk about the risks and investments.
Thank you, Gloria. One thing I would like to talk about are the risks that are involved when investing with Liberty Tax Services. Although this is a very mutually beneficial event for all parties involved, there is a very serious potential that things might not go according to plan. I would like to discuss a few scenarios that may occur and how we provide or how we plan on preventing such situations. One thing that might concern you when investing is the fact that what if no one shows up to the event, or if one of our attendees becomes audited? Well, you can rest easy. Here at Liberty Tax Services, we provide year-round services, accuracy guarantee, free consultation, audit assistance, and correspondence assistance. We provide excellent service for all attendees that attend. With our 4,000 plus locations across the United States and Canada, not only can we guarantee attendance, we can also guarantee exceptional service for everyone involved. And as far as our brand, I'm sure most of you have seen our professional sign waivers, hard at work this time of year. Now, I would like to talk to you about investing in our event. One thing that is the driving force behind our event and the success is the earned income tax credit as well as the child tax care credit. These, you may be wondering why these are the most important things driving the success of our event. Well, what makes these so special is that these are fully refundable. That means that it's direct cash flow into the pockets of all of our attendees. The idea behind the earned income tax credit and child tax credit is to provide supplement wages for the burden of taxes as well as child care expenses. We find that one study shows that the spending of both of these credits is mostly spent on short and medium term expenditures, such as clothes for children, as well as replacing appliances and vehicle repairs. These are all essential expenditures that help our local economy. So, what's in it for Dallas? For Dallas, it is direct cash flow. This one study shows that the earned income tax credit provides more cash flow to local economies than urban programs. San Antonio estimates that for every $1 generated by the cash flow of the earned income tax credit, it generates $1.58 per local economy. And as far as every $37,000 that comes in from the earned income tax, one job is created. This type of cash flow creates major ripple effects for not only the city, but firms, consumers, and their employees. And with that said, I'd like to pass it back to Chris for our closing statements.
Thanks, Carlo. Well, we've talked about the financial struggle of single-parent families. And we don't want them struggling with their taxes. We want them to avoid the twilight zone of taxes. Not only will we offer them a free tax return, but we will teach at least 600 families the basics to file their taxes without help next year. Their expected savings are going to be at least $240,000 from our events, and the anticipated refunds are an estimated $3 million. All of that money will be used to give these families financial stability and stimulate the Dallas County economy. Our 6 events will only cost about $15,000, which is about $25 a family. The anticipated savings are more than 15 times the cost. With your investment, we believe we can make a positive impact on the community. We can keep them out of the twilight zone. Thank you.